What's good? Half Blind back with another College Football 25 video, and today we're going to be making a short little video tutorial on how to adjust your pass protection. It's a little new in College Football 25. You may have done something similar in Madden, but this is going to be for College Football 25 and how we look at the blocking. So this is going to be short and simple, but it's going to be kind of basic as well, and just showing what buttons you need to hit, what you need to look at, and kind of showing how the diagrams show which player is unblocked, what the icons mean, things like that, and what you might want to look out for. So I'm going to jump into it and break it down as best I can. Let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments, and also if this video helped you, please do like, comment, and subscribe because it helps me out a ton. Let's jump into it. The first thing I like to look at is the blocking. So we'll go ahead and pause the video right here, and what you can see here is who is being blocked, who is being double team blocked, and who is left unblocked. Now there's no icons out here over people's names, but you're going to see later where some of those icons would actually pop up, because you can actually see who would be left unblocked here. But later on there's also some flame icons that you see that'll show you who's unblocked, and I'll show you that. What this shows me is which lineman should be going to which person to block, kind of their general assignments, and you can look at the alignment and see if there's an overload at that point and maybe you want to shift one way or another. This is where I started out, and what you do is you hold left trigger or L2 and then you push to the left with the right stick. L2 left with the right stick, LT left with the right stick. Either one of those, it's going to pull that up for you, and it's going to be really helpful to look at it that way. You're going to eventually get to where you don't even need to use the icons that give you a little tip, but we'll go over the icons here real quick so you can see what they mean. Okay, so we're going to move it a little bit forward into the read, and we're going to pull up this screen here, which shows you that you have two fire icons, which basically those just mean that those are unblocked linebackers. And then you also have the M for the Mike linebacker. That's what those icons mean. And to pull up that view, you either hit R2 or RT, whichever system you're playing on, and that's going to pull up the view here. Now, remember earlier when you looked at the screen before, you could see that there were no lines going to those icons that had fire on them to those linebackers. So you could actually see this on the play before, or sorry, not the play before, but the view before. But this does help you if you want a more visual representation. Maybe it's a little easier to see, and those are going to get the closer unblocked linebackers. It won't necessarily say if you have a blitzing cornerback or anything like that that's outside the box, so that's kind of where you want to keep your eyes at. And to me, I mean, some other people may disagree, but to me, I think one of my big things I try to do is make sure the closest to the line are blocked, so I don't want to leave any defensive ends or somebody on the defensive line unblocked. So I'll generally shift my pass protection at that point to pick up anybody that's going to be close to the quarterback or could be disruptive to my play. And also you have to watch where your routes go. So if you have somebody with a fire icon over it and you know you have a route going right there, that's not going to be too much of an issue, because at that point, if they are blitzing, you just throw it quick right to where that flame icon is. If they are blitzed, or if they are at coverage, then they're not going to be blitzing you anyways, and you didn't necessarily need to pick them up. So hopefully that makes sense. Again, let me know in the comments if it doesn't. Let's go ahead and move on to the next part. Here's the part where I actually want to shift my pass protection. So to do this, I hit L1 or LB, and that's going to pull up my pass protection screen, as you can see here. And what you're generally going to want to do is you're going to be wanting to slide the protection left or right. You can do some other things like empty, but that I haven't really had to use that much. Empty is going to be if you have an empty backfield, so maybe if you motion out your running back, you want to put it in empty. You can also set it to base align. There's some other things you can do there, but what we're going to be focusing on for this video is the slide, and I'm actually going to slide my protection to the left to try to pick up those two linebackers. Now, I don't know if they're going to blitz or not, but I'm still sliding the protection just in case, because if they did choose to blitz from there, they would basically come free, and I don't want that. They're too close to the quarterback to just come through free, so I'm going to shift the protection over to the left, and then I'm going to run the play a little further so you can see what actually happens. Now you can see the shift as it happens. You see those guys turn green, which is showing you what your shift does, and you see where the linemen are going to go here. And now they only blitzed 4, so it didn't end up being much of an issue, and I did not have a very good pass there, but you can kind of see how that was supposed to look. Yes, all the double teams went to the left side because of our shift, The right side block was missed, but it was chipped by the running back, which is what you want to see there. So honestly, it was not a bad play, bad result, but the blocking was good, and it would have been good if we had blitzing coming from that left side. On to our last play here, and now I'm showing this for a couple reasons. I actually did not make any adjustment to this play, and I'm going to explain why, but one thing that's important to note is you don't have to change your pass protection on every play. Don't get too crazy with the adjustments to where you feel like you have to adjust it on every single play. I actually liked what we had left unblocked here because you can see the unblocked, we actually had a quick hitch out there where we could just throw that ball out to the flat really fast. So if he did blitz from there, that was my first place that I checked. He didn't. So when he didn't blitz from there, I knew that I could go ahead through the rest of my progressions. Everybody was going to be nice and blocked. And then you can also see a different icon on here, which is the C icon. Honestly, for me, I think that means chip, but I don't know if that might not be technically what that means there, but I thought that was what the C would mean, because if you know running back blocks is going to be a chip block, that's basically all it's saying, is that's who your running back is going to basically chip and then jump off of it. So your route does kind of just a little block, and then they'll release. Rolling the play forward, now you can see that it is a good idea that we did not change pass protection because they only blitzed 3. We didn't even need to use the chip, and we had someone open in the middle of the zone there. Pretty good pass, pretty good result. So sometimes less is more. You don't always need to adjust the pass protection, just sometimes. And that's really all you got to worry about. And you got to take a look at who's unblocked, who's not, who you think might be blitzing. Just try to make your pre-snap reads the best you can. But that's how you go ahead and adjust your pass protection if you feel like there's going to be some issues there. If maybe they've been blitzing you heavy on one side, maybe they've been overload blitzing, you need to shift. So you don't have to change it every play, but if you are getting burnt on one side, that is how you can cover it up. Let me know in the comments if this helped you guys. Hopefully it did. I know pass protection is maybe not something that people look into right away, but if you're getting burnt on blitzes, it's definitely something you need to practice shifting, and it can help you out a lot, especially when you have a worse line. If you're still, maybe you're working on Ultimate Team and your line's not good, maybe you're working on Franchise Dynasty, your line's pretty rough and you want to kind of cover it up with some shifts and things like that. It's absolutely something you can do here. And at the end of the day, I'm just hoping I can help you out with this. Let me know in the comments if you end up with any questions, and I will try to answer them to the best of my ability. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. But otherwise, I appreciate all of you for watching. See you the next time. Peace.